Welcome to the Holy Bible Study with Shelby. Before we get started, hit that like and subscribe button. And make sure you have your King James Version Bible. Men, have the family at the table. Today is Exodus 20. Just need pen, paper, and patience, okay? And let's get started. Exodus chapter 20. And it reads, verse 1. And God spake to all these words, saying, verse 2, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, and out of the house of bondage. Verse 3, thou shalt have no other God. These are the 10 commandments, folks. Now, they're getting the 10 commandments here. And the first thing he's telling you, thou shalt have no other gods. Anything that you worship more than the Lord is a God to you. I mean, you can love your husband or your wife more than you love God. And you're in a bad place with God. You can't love nobody, no one more than him. Or nothing. I mean, I'm a sports fan. I like my football team, but I don't go to sleep thinking about them. I don't wake up thinking about them, and I really don't care other than the time they play the game. And and after that, it's a done deal. I can care less. They're not paying me nothing. So, but yeah, I like the football team, but I don't worship them. I don't love them more than God. That's for sure. There's certain things you can be love more than God and don't even realize it. You got to wake up, get your spiritual ears and your eyes open to recognize that you might be doing that, because we all fall short. We ain't nobody, not one person on the planet is sinless. Okay? Thou shalt have no other gods. I don't know how clear that can be. But yet, we got people running around here and worshiping stone, rocks, tree, wood, all kind of things. Pictures. I mean, animals. I mean, you name it. Verse 4. Thou shalt not unto thee any graven image. Any graven image. We got them all over the place. I don't care what country, what part of the world. Doesn't matter. They're all over the place anyway. They on our bodies. Not mine. Tattoos. Or any likeness of anything that in heaven above, or is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water or under the earth. I mean, nothing, head to toe. You're not supposed to have any kind of image. Then we have the so-called Jesus pictures. We have the black pictures. In other countries, they got Jesus and they, in their own minds, what he might look like and all that kind of nonsense. And when you just reading right here, they tell you not to do those things. Okay, he already gave you a description in Daniel and Revelation about what his image was. He don't need our help. Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them, for I, the God am a jealous God. He's a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. The fourth generation is where we're living in right now, which is the last. And he's going to visit the ones that hate him. Why do you mean we hate him? Because you're doing the very thing he told you not to do. Verse 6. And shewing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Verse 7, thou shalt not take the name of thy Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. I have a video on this. The Lord name in vain. You need to check it out. A lot of people will have you think that, oh, if you say something like, oh my God, goddamn, that's what he's talking about. But the first one, oh my God, yeah, you can throw that in using his name in vain if you don't know this God. If you don't know this God, why are you using his name? Why are you even calling his name? Using the Lord's name is when you're blaspheming and being heretic and heresy about it. Where you're dropping the F-bomb. I'm trying to put it clean as I can. The F Jesus or Holy Smith or things like that. Did you see people just loosely say things like, man, why are you, man? They say something like, holy it. And all kind of verbiage. That's using the Lord's name disrespectfully. You're marking him. But yet the wolves, the false teachers out there will have you think it's all about cursing. No, it ain't got nothing to do with no cursing. It's you disrespecting the Lord, calling his name and using his name in the wrong way. Hollywood and the movies and stuff. I mean, people just loose. I hear sometimes people say some stuff. I'm like, man, man, you don't say effing Jesus. You're disrespecting his very holy name. Verse 8, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. You should know who the Sabbath day is Saturday. You want to know where Sunday come from? All you got to do is Google it. Who came up with Sunday? Did God come up with Sunday or did man come up with Sunday? It's really easy to kind of research. Do your homework. Verse 9, 6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work. That means you have 6 days to get your work done. But on this Sabbath day, well, the way God had it planned then, nobody was supposed to be working, even the animals. Why? We ain't supposed to be giving us peace out of that work like he did. Where we can pay attention to him. But we can't do that now because, you know, the Levite priests were done away with. God scattered his holy people all over the earth. You know, we can't keep it exactly how it was done back then, but he's going to correct it all when he come back. Okay? Verse 10, but the 7th day is the Sabbath day of the Lord, thy God, and thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, thy daughter, thy maidservants, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger within thy gates. I mean, everybody's supposed to rest. Okay? So, do yourself a favor. Who came up with Sunday worship? Do your homework. If it wasn't God, then why are you worshiping God on a day that man has got you in there? I mean, what God are you worshiping? He already tell you what day to worship. Verse 11. For in the 6th day the Lord made heaven and earth and the sea and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Okay, he made it holy. Now, if you can find anywhere in the Bible where it says Sunday is a holy day, in the King James Version Bible, I don't know what other Bibles you're going to look at and find that, but not going to find in King James. You're not going to find in God, the Word of God. Okay? Verse 12. Honor thy father and thy mother, that their days may be long upon the earth which the Lord thy God give thee. Okay. You know, I want to, it's kind of really sensitive if I have a video on this, but I do need to correct something, even on my video. You probably have to redo that video on a certain part because this is a spiritual consultation to it too. But yeah, some people didn't even have a father in their life, a mother in their life. Or if they did, they didn't care enough about them. And you ask yourself, you mean I got to honor them? Well, I guess the only thing that you can honor them for is that they did bring you into this world. And you have to find some positive about to honor them because there's a commandment right here. Okay? I came out of a situation like that. And as a young person, from 17 to about 35, I didn't believe in Jesus because of that situation. Nobody cared about me. And the things I went through, I didn't believe there was a God who would let something like that happen. But when I got into the Word of God and found out, first of all, you don't blame God for nothing. Okay? You know, when I found that out, that the Word of God, I was so, I repented to God and thanked Him for not letting me get hit by a bus or something with my attitude at the time. But He allowed me that breath of life to finally wake up and smell the coffee and get into the Word, and I've stayed in the Word. So with that still saying, you have to honor, your mother and father. I don't care how bad it was, find something positive. And the only thing I would find positive that you came into this world. You was born of the water, and now you need to be born of the Spirit, which is the holy Word of God. Let's move on. Thou shalt not kill. Now, people, you know, we're going to get to the book of Leviticus and the book of Numbers, when it's going to break down the conditions of this word here. I mean, it's about this killing. Okay, I mean, there's some. God's going to straighten this out. I'm going to let God do it. But right now, it is what it is at this point. I don't want to get too far ahead into it, but thou shalt not kill. Well, people, we kill without knowing we're killing. Okay, not necessarily somebody, person or whatever, but we'll get into that. So let's thou shalt not kill. We'll get to some guidelines about this when we get into the book of Leviticus and Numbers. Let's move on. Thou shalt not commit adultery. What's that? Well, if you're married, you don't commit adultery. This God here, He's the only true God. He consider you His wife. You don't cheat on Him with other gods. That's adultery to Him. All these things reference Him too. The Lord's Prayer start off, Our Father who's in heaven, don't it? Okay. We know the Word of God and the bride of God is the truth, the church, the New Jerusalem. Okay. Let's move on. Thou shalt not steal. That's clear as it can be. There's all forms of way of stealing. It doesn't matter. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against a neighbor. I mean, you don't go and lie on your neighbor or another nation, or however you want to chop it up. Because neighbor can mean nations, just like in literally can mean person next door to you. Thou shalt not cover thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not cover thy neighbor's wife, nor manservant, or maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor. Like I say, that can be literally next door neighbor or another nation. You don't disrespect their property, their well-being. Okay? Verse 18. And all the people saw the thundering and the lightning and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off. Yeah, they backed way up. Y'all don't have to worry about them stampeding into him. They did the two-step back. Okay. Verse 20. And Moses said unto the people, Fear not, for God is to prove you, and that his fear may be before your face, that ye sin not. That's why I have the fear of the Lord. You have the fear of the Lord. You think about some things you ain't supposed to be doing, especially if you're in His Word. Because the more you in His Word, the more you restrain yourself from foolishness. Okay. Verse 21. And the people stood afar off, and Moses drew near unto the thick darkness where God was. 22. And the Lord said unto Moses, thus thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, Ye have seen that I have talked with you from heaven. They actually saw that. Man. 23. Ye shall not make with me gods of silver, neither shall make unto you gods of gold. Well, gods of gold, well, what do you wear around your neck? I mean, what silver you got around your neck? What kind of image you got you wearing? Is it a pagan sign? You know? I mean, think about it. 24. An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me, and shalt sacrifice thereof thy burnt offering, and thy peace offering, thy sheep, and thy ox, and all places where I record my name, I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee. Verse 25. And if thou wilt make me an altar of stone, thou shalt not build it on hewn stone. For if thou lift up the tool upon it, thou hast polluted it. Neither shalt thou go up by steps unto my altar, that thy nakedness be not discovered thereon. I mean, you're going to respect this temple that's going to be built. Okay? I think I'm missing something. Let me make sure here. I think I might have missed a verse here. Give me a moment here. I think I missed a verse here. Okay, let's go to back to verse 19 for a minute. First, let's go to verse 18. I'm going to read back to 19. I figure I missed something. Okay, verse 18. And all the people saw the thundering and the lightning and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off. Verse 19. And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not God speak with us, lest we die. I mean, Moses, we don't want this God talking to us no more. We're afraid of him. We want you to talk to us, because he scares us to death. Okay. All right. Hey, you sit and argue and say, man, it shouldn't be God, but it's God. But hey, all the things going on. I don't know. But they were afraid enough that they say, Moses, we'll listen to you. But well, now were they disrespecting God? No, they were just afraid. Okay. So go back and read this chapter for yourself and get your own understanding, and make sure if you found any truth in it. Let's grow this channel together by hitting that like button, subscribe, and sharing the content. There's some hungry people out there, and they in these wolves churches getting cherry-picked scriptures instead of somebody at least giving some kind of little clarity to it. The Bible is not that hard. Okay? I'm not trying to be a scholar or an expert or fancy or anything else. I just read the Bible. And what God has in here, He explains everything. He don't hold nothing from us. All we got to do is do our homework. Okay? With that said, Exodus chapter 20. Looking forward to 21. Until then, be happy, be safe, and thank you for your time.